doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
All of us love sports. Unravel sports. College sports. Dedicated networks. And corporate sponsorships. Professional sports. Even ticket pockets. Millionaire owners. Lucrative TV and radio deals. And merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports is building a consistent cheer. And that's a great team that lost together. Supporting the Warriors very much too much, but it will be love the most are here to stay. Wisconsin high school sports. They're good for our kids, for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Are you ready for
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Did you know that one of the top global providers of 3D printing and additive manufacturing services is located right here, just outside of Mount Horeb? Since 2001, Midwest Prototyping has been creating parts and prototypes for companies worldwide. To learn more, visit MidwestProto.com. Midwest Prototyping proudly supports Mount Horeb students through internships, technical education programs, and athletics. Go Vikings!
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location in Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymountHoreb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of the late night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened again. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions there, community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
The stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Basketball, and that's where you'll find Monroe Association. As a town and local business owner, Monroe is the potency supporting high school athletics, getting ready to program in Monroe Associates also knows important to buy or sell your property. At First Round of Mount Horeb, Monroe Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, in town, or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-975-3393. Visit them online at marknorman.firstweber.com.
This is Wisco Radio.
Welcome here at Wisco Radio on a Tuesday night where the Mount Horeb Vikings take on the Monroe Cheesemakers. You can probably tell here we have the band right next to us. Very loud, very good band here in Mount Horeb, Wisconsin. Starting here on Tuesday night, we'll get ready to start the game here. Just 40 seconds to countdown. What do you think will both teams can do to be able to stay in this game?
Defense and make shots, personally.
Yeah, Mount Horeb always struggles with that shooting. This game, if they want to do that, they have to make a lot of shots. We're going to take one more break here before the start of the game between the Monroe Cheesemakers and the Mount Horeb Vikings.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves, providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb. Our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Now, for both teams, we're going to introduce the starting lineups. Will, you want to take over that?
Yeah. We're going to start with the Cheesemakers here, I think. Yeah. And starting for them, number 10, Sidney Conway, the junior. Number 14, Deanna Geisen, also a senior. Number 22, Taylor Jacobson, 5'10" junior. Number 40, Sophie Golembowski, the freshman, is starting for them, as well as number 42, Salone Ambrose, the senior. Starting for your Mount Horeb Vikings, number 5, Zoe Parker. Number 10, Emma Anderson. Both seniors on the squad. another senior, Liv Burt, number 12. Number 14, Sid Elliott, another senior. And finally, number 21, Grace Vesterman, a 5th senior in this veteran-led starting lineup for the Vikings tonight. Off we go as the Cheesemakers win the tip-off. Swings over left. And good defense, almost gets stolen. Managed to corral it, and 3 is going to be taken and missed. Didn't get a number on that as Vesterman dribbles up the floor. Surveys, gives it to Elliott. Inside to Anderson, who takes the jumper and misses off back iron. Rebound grab by Brianna Geisen. And Jacobson surveys. Calls for an ISO or a reset. ISO, and she gets stuck and gives it up to Geisen. And she goes inside to Ambrose, who misses the easy layup as Parker brings it up and gives it to Vesterman. Vesterman over to Elliott, and Elliott takes the 3, and this is off back iron. And Jacobson brings it up, gives it to Geisen. Looks around, tight defense by Birch. Takes up her dribble, swings it over to Glemsky, and she goes up to the layup, gets blocked by Vesterman. Parker with it now. Elliott, back to Parker. Parker has it poked away. Gonna go behind half court to get it, manages to get it. Now Vesterman with it. She looks to survey, try and set something up. Gives it into the post to Anderson as she gets around her defender and couldn't get the layup to go. Rebounded by Jacobson, who throws it up court to Conway. Back to Jacobson. She's trying to set something up, and she nice pass inside to Ambrose, and she gets the layup to go. Good cut by Ambrose. Good pass by Jacobson. As those are the first 2 points of the game. Vesterman calls for the screen, doesn't want it. Drives in, couldn't get the layup to go, or floater. And a foul is going to be called on the rebound as it's going to stay Viking ball.
Hey, they're going for the ball.
Allison Warnstow checking in for the Cheesemakers, the 5'5" junior. Vesterman looks for a pass, and miscommunication between Anderson and Vesterman as the pass goes over Anderson's head. Just gonna leave Cheesemakers ball. As Jacobson looks inbound, Mount Horeb putting on a press.
Get out of the way!
As they're able to break it pretty easily, Mount Horeb kind of backs off. Very aggressive, but Jacobson surveys, gets it to Jason. Over to Ambrose. And Jacobson takes a 3, but it's blocked by Vesterman, her second block of the game. And Vikings get the steal. to Burke. Over to Anderson. Anderson is kind of trapped, but manages to get it out. Gives it to Elliott, who gives it to Parker. Parker hits the three. As Ambrose gives it to Jason. To Jacobson now. Back to Dyson. And Burke put on a nice trap, but gets it out to Jacobson. Ambrose with it. Gives it to Jacobson in the paint, and she gets the lift to go her first two of the game. "30-second timeout for Cheesemakers. We'll stay here and want to talk things over, as there's been a slow start for both teams really scoring the ball.
Yeah, it seems here Mount Horeb switching the lineup a little bit. Obviously, Emily Wallace isn't playing in this game, and Liv Burke getting started in the year, and along with Sydney Elliott, making a full senior lineup this time. Last time they were usually put Leah Leifried in and Maisha Thompson, but this time they started the game on the bench. Now Leifried's back in the game, checking out Sydney Elliott. Other than that, their coach Tom Lazar is switching up a little bit.
As Parker dribbles up the court, gives it to Burke. Burke, quick three, gets it to go. A couple of three-point baskets earlier for the Vikings by Parker and Burke to start the scoring for the night for them. Jacobson drives in. Tough layup, gets it to go over two Viking defenders. As Rushmore brings up the ball, watched closely by Wisco. Gives it to Parker. Rushman sets screen. Anderson up top. Swings it down to Burke as Burke gets around her defender and couldn't get it to go, but he's getting a call for a travel. As Thompson's going to check in. Vikings going to keep applying pressure with this press. Going to make them work to get the ball past half court. As they manage to. As Jacobson, as usual, surveys. Gives it to Conway. As Thompson put it on good defense. Almost gets a steal, but a foul is going to be called as trying to reach a little too much and got called the grab of the arm. Johnson checks in for Parker. And Jacobson with it. Gives it up to Lewinsky, and she gets fouled on the layup, but she's going to go to the line for two. Right after shortly checking in, Johnson picks up her first foul. Jill Golemsky. Not really sure how to say that. Makes her first. Gets the second to go as well, so nice trip to the line for her. Burke with it now. Gives it to Johnson on the right wing. Live read at top of the key. Over to Vesterman now. Gives it to Burke, to Johnson. Cheesemaker's doing a great job until then. I was keeping them out on the three-point line. I spoke too soon as Thompson went right by her defender for the easy two. Jacobson watched by Vesterman. Tries to drive in, spin, and puts up a nice layup. And really their main source of offense tonight. as Thompson gives it up to Johnson. Back to Thompson. Over to Burke. And Vesterman posts up her defender. Tries to draw the foul, but can't, and misses the layup. A live read right there to get the rebound and put it back up for two. And a 5-second violation is going to be called on the Cheesemakers as Mount Horeb's press finally worked tonight, and they made him get a 5-second call. Johnson with it. Takes a tough mid-range at a defender right in her face. Didn't touch the rim. As Jacobson brings it up. Gives it to Ambrose, who takes the long three, and she hits it. Nice shot by Ambrose. As Westman brings the ball up. Gives it over to Johnson, who's going to take the three, and she misses it. Not too much defense, but she couldn't get it to go. Ambrose with it now. Jacobson posted up. Ambrose going to take it to the rim though herself and couldn't quite get it to go. No contest for the rebound as Westerman gets it. She goes to the floor. And she's going to take a quick three and miss off front iron. Rebound secured by House Wisco. As Jacobson moving up the floor. Rocket of a pass. Couldn't corral it. Conway, but Jacobson jumps on it. And Thompson blocks the pass. Things go out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Cheesemakers though. Get it into one shell. And Jacobson with it now. Gives it up to Jack Gasson. Gives it over one skill over to Ambrose. Fakes the shot, goes in. Misses the mid-range pull-up. Anderson gets the rebound. Gives it to Thompson. Thompson drives in, but loses it off her foot. Actually, they're going to say it was touched by a Cheesemaker. So it's going to stay Viking ball. Anderson with a quick three, couldn't get it to go. Duckett grabs the long rebound. And gives it to Anderson. Gives it to Thompson. Over to Duckett. Couldn't hit the three in the corner, but Anderson gets the rebound. Oh. As Thompson able to grab the long rebound. Duckett gives it off to Thompson. Clumsy. It's going to be a jump ball call. It's going to stay Viking ball. Murphy checking in here for the first time tonight. Anderson. Good play in the post. Good move to get the bucket. Jacobson dribbling up the court. Throws it inside to Ambrose. Oh. Hard hit by Ambrose. Foul's going to be called though on Ambrose, and it's going to go Viking ball as Anderson Thompson gets it up, gets fouled on the shot. These are our first 2 shots of the night from the strike. Makes her first. This is the second. Rebound grab by Taylor Murphy after just recently checking in. Jacobson. Oh. Good defense by Westerman, but Jacobson able to grab the loose ball and gives it off to Ganson, who gives it off to Golemski. And she tries to throw it inside and it's stolen by Thompson. And Thompson gets the left-handed layup to go. There's Jacobson bringing it up again. Gets trapped. Manages to get it off to Ganson, who couldn't get the long jump hook to go. As Anderson grabs it around and takes it up the floor. Gives to her sister, Harry Anderson. As Duckett gives it out to Thompson inside to Emma, and she gets blocked on the shot. It's going to stay Viking ball. Westman looks around. Gets tipped out of bounds. Gonna stay Viking ball though. Good defense by the Cheesemakers. Looks, finds Patty Anderson, who takes the 3. This is our front iron now. And Jacobson throws it ahead, and there's gonna be a foul called on Emma Anderson. Running the player, he's hard to see from a little bit hard to see from down here, but it didn't look like it's too big a foul. Gets it into Jacobson. Almost loses the ball. It's gonna be a jump ball. Gonna stay Cheesemaker ball. Puts up the shot, couldn't get it to go as a fight for the ball, and still going to be Cheesemaker ball. Looks to set up now as Jacobson gets the ball, running point still. Gives it off to Conway, who gives it back to Jacobson as she surveys. Gives it off to Gasson. She drives in, and a foul on at number 3, Addie Anderson, as there's a good push. He's a team with 3 fouls to this point in the first half. Excuse me, Vikings now have 4 fouls. That's the inbound. Ref's gonna talk to Jacobson. Looked like she really pushed her in the restaurant, trying to get around her. Maybe being a little too rough, doing a little too much. As Ambrose checking in for Sydney Conway. As there's a quick 30 seconds or so for her. Out to Ambrose right away and drives in and couldn't get the wild shot to go. Again, out of control a little bit. Couldn't get to go as Rushford brings it up the floor. Over to Anderson. Gives it off to her sister, Anderson. Thompson drives in, Gets by her defender for the easy layup. Few of those tonight for her. She just gets right by her defender. Jacobson gives it off to Jason. Over to Monroe. Inside of Jacobson, and she couldn't get a tough shot to go. Looked like for a second there when she took that shot, she was like triple teamed or something. As Emma Anderson drives inside and couldn't get the layup to go. She's falling to the ground, but gets the foul called. Gets the first one go, does Emma Anderson. Liv Burke comes in for Eddie Anderson. Now second one rounds out, but Liv Burke gets the rebound, puts it up right away and gets the foul call. Bringing the ball up. She has played this whole first half to this point. She's still going strong. She gets it over to Boyski. She posts up. She gets the shot to go. Jacobson gets the jump hook to go. As Thompson drives in, he gets it out to Burke, gets over to Parker. Parker hits the three. Tip ball is going to go Cheesemakers. As Ambrose gets the check back in. Took out of bounds again by Destiny. Gets it in this time, but and finally Ambrose breaks the press. Not quite sure what happened. Oh, and Jacobson had a contact and fell out. Looks like she's going to be fine. Gets into Ambrose. Misses it. Jacobson's first time being out tonight. Gonna come right back in though. Just because of her eye contact. Anderson looks wrong. Gives it to Vesterman. Gives it to Parker. Down to Thompson as Thompson goes up. Gives it out to Anderson. Anderson has to go inside. And she's blocked. Gonna stay Viking ball as Jacobson checks back in. 30 seconds timeout. Monroe's going to take a timeout. 30-second one. Probably stay here. Very few stoppages in this game.
Yeah, pretty quick first half so far.
Yes, for sure.
Starting a little early makes it go a little faster too, it seems like. So.
Yeah. Basketball under the hoop. Look to keep adding this lead. 8 points right now, 4:21 left to go. Thompson gives it out to Burke. Burke's going to take a three and misses, but Thompson with a strong offensive rebound. Couldn't get a layup to go. It was a tough layup, but she couldn't get it. It was Jacobson has the board and bring it up the floor. Gets it inside Dyson is couldn't get it. There's really a jump ball called. Looks like. Thompson brings it to the floor. Finds Anderson. Back out to Thompson. Parker in the corner. Got it. Ball's good for Parker. Third three of the game. As Josh has it down to Barkhoff. Foul's going to be called on Thompson. Elliott looks to check back in. Playing for the first time since she started the game. Get it in. Quick trigger jumper from Monroe, and it's good. Parker brings it up. Finds Burke. Over to Elliott. Over to Parker. Anderson inside, gets blocked again. Not having really good luck today in the post. Been blocked 3 times now in the first half. Rough start for her. Elliott gets the bucket. Gives it to Jacobson, gives it to Dyson, over to Conway, excuse me. Finds Jacobson, inside to Ambrose, get off her hands, managed to be grabbed by Dyson, and she gives it, and Parker steals it, on the floor, she misses the layup. Foul. Good look on that one. I didn't see too much contact. 5-3's going to check in. Taylor Murphy's going to check in for the Cheesemakers. Freshman tips the ball out of bounds. It's going to stay Cheesemakers ball. Surveying, gets it into Ambrose. Elliott, keeper press has been broken, and Jacobson's going to bring it up the floor. Freshman playing tight defense. Too tight as a foul is going to be called. Jacobson played the whole first half for the most part. Not showing any signs of fatigue whatsoever. A little bit of miscommunication as, oh, it looks like they were seeing, and now there's a 1-on-1 bonus opportunity for Jacobson at the foul line as the Vikings have gone over the foul limit. Jacobson misses the first. And she grabs her own rebound, puts up the jump hook, misses it, and Vikings ball. Get a big break there as Jacobson managed to grab her own rebound. Brick with it. Parker, excuse me. And Parker takes a sidestep and hits for three. 4 threes in the first half for her. Really nice start. Ambrose breaks the press easily. Tries to get it off to Murphy, and she missed the pass. It's going to get another turnover as Vikings are really starting to pull away at the end of this first half. Both teams making some changes. Freshman watched closely by Conway. Drives inside, and she'll get foul called on the ground, or on the floor.
Teammate fouls on number 10, Sydney Conway. Her first team twice.
Freshman gets it into live read. Easy layup for her as there was no defense. Manages to get the ball into Monroe. Gives it back to Jacobson. She runs the floor again. Into Tyson. Over to Jacobson. Over to Monroe. Misses the three. Gets the rebound as Conway. Inside of Jacobson, a foul on the floor. It doesn't matter, she's going to go to the line still. Makes the first to the 1-on-1, second. This is on the second. Gives it to freshman. 38 seconds left to go in this first half. Vikings lead 33-18. Elliott gonna take the three. Couldn't quite get it to go. She goes down hard. Elliott's down. A lot of pain. She's hitting the face. Looks to be okay. Does pretty hard shot to the face. Taking it to Conway, and a foul is going to be
Checking into the Vikings, number 5, Joey Parker. Number 1, teammakers, Conway.
Fisherman looks to push the base. Parker misses. And that's going to be it for the first half as the Vikings are up 18-12.
halftime here for us on Wisco Radio. Vikings leading the score by 20, 38-18 as we going to take a break at halftime here on Wisco Radio.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Find out previous stats, replays of past games, and weekly podcasts covering all Vikings athletic action by going to wiscoradio.com and clicking on the archives and podcasts.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kilson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Greg and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kilson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game brought to you by Kilson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
The stadium lights go on, it's time for Mount Horeb Basketball, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics and the athletic program at Mount Horeb Basketball. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. The expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3394. Visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymount.horeb.com, book online, or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
This is Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service, products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a farm, another business, or Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2065. Farmers Savings Bank, FDIC, housing lender.
This is Wisco Radio.
I usually would contact the services of Dr. Joe Wright, but the finest chiropractic care Dr. Wright, and spinal director and chiropractic adjustments for Dr. Wright is a
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Mount Horeb Utilities is a locally owned, not-for-profit utility dedicated to the community it serves. Providing safe, reliable energy to customers in Mount Horeb, our hometown team is customer-focused and service-oriented, looking out for the community's best interests. At Mount Horeb Utilities, we are committed to keeping Mount Horeb a great place to live, work, and play. For more information on how Mount Horeb Utilities energizes our community, visit MountHorebUtilities.com.
Follow us on Twitter and Facebook at Wisco Radio for photos, stats, the tip tracker, and much more.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports scene just like Killerson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools. They are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go on the line after the big game? Killerson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
That's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. Local business owner. Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics. The athletic program in Mount Horeb. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling real property. At First Rubber Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, or in the town, or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393. Visit them online, marknorman.firstrubber.com.
Now, back to the action. Right here on Wisco Radio.
Back to the action here on Wisco Radio. Mount Horeb is currently leading by 20 here at 38-18, and really showing this Monroe Cheesemaker team up. As a few stats here for the first half, Zoe Parker shot a flawless 4 for 4 from the three-point arc. Also the leading scorer for the team. Aisha Thompson is shooting pretty well here tonight, 8 points here. Freshman 7 points. On the other end, number 22, Taylor Jacobson, she has 9. She is kind of carrying this. And Monroe team only sat for like 1 minute there in the first half.
That 1 minute was when she had lost her contact power.
Yeah, so she probably would have just played that whole time if she got the choice to. Other than that, we're going to take a couple more breaks here before the second half to play. Mount Horeb currently leading 38-18 here with 2:50 left before the start of the second half. Right back here on Wisco Radio.
The Grand Stay Hotel and Suites is a brand new hotel in Mount Horeb. The Grand Stay caters to business and leisure travelers and is ideal for individuals and families. In a convenient location near Madison, Grand Stay is also a great option for guests visiting neighboring Barneveld or Epic Systems in Verona. We offer clean, comfortable rooms, free hot breakfast, an indoor pool, hot tub, and a 24-hour fitness center. To see pictures, visit grandstaymountHoreb.com. Book online or call 608-437-5200 to make your reservation today.
Now it's time to get back to the Vikings athletic action brought to you live right here on Wisco Radio.
Doctors Steve Samuelson and Lauren Taw are your local eye care professionals. Samuelson Eye Care provides the highest quality optometric care for both adults and children in a friendly, comfortable, and professional environment. Clear vision starts with healthy eyes. So contact Samuelson Eye Care at 437-3377. That's 437-3377 to schedule an exam today. You'll be glad you did.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Located in the heart of beautiful Mount Horeb, Wisconsin, Norsk Golf Club boasts a tough but fair 9 holes that will be challenging and fun for golfers of all ages. Norsk Golf Club is dedicated to serving our community by creating a family-friendly destination for golf, outdoor recreation, and entertainment in every season while preserving the irreplaceable green space in the center of Mount Horeb. Don't forget about our bar and grill, bowling lanes, and to stop by and watch the Wisco Radio broadcasts. To book a tee time, visit us online at norskgolfclub.com or call 608-437-3399. That's 608-437-3399.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Back here on Wisco Radio. Mount Horeb still leading 38-18 as we're just about to get underway here for the second half to play of basketball. And what do you think Mount Horeb has done to be able to just dominate this game?
Well, I think it all starts defensively. Their press has worked relatively well. At the beginning, they had a tough time guarding star player Taylor Jacobson for the other team, but towards the end of the first half, they kind of quieted down and they were sinking their shots. That's really a lot of it. Is Parker with their 4 first half threes, 4 of 5 from 3, and missed. The only one she really missed was that late in that half, with a few seconds left. But they've shot the ball really well.
Yeah, other than that, she's just been flawless. Now we're starting here on the first half. Number 40, Sophie Goliskwi, is going to shoot 2 at the line. And the first one for her is no good.
Horeb leading by 20 right now. Makes a second though. No, Horeb, a few changes from the starting lineup from the first half as Elliott is not in, as well as actually just Elliott. Thompson has replaced Elliott. It's going to be stolen by Jacobson. And she gets it up to Ambrose. Drives around, gets the basket to go and 1. Pretty good start for them offensively. Not too much, but good sign for them if they want to try and close this lead and make a push. Gets it to go. Ambrose just shot the ball really well tonight. Only missing like 2 shots. Thompson gives it to Parker. Anderson. Tries to go in. Rough night for her, but manages to get the lead on this Thompson. Puts it up and misses it. Parker grabs it now. Out to Anderson. See if she can get it going from deep. Oh. Thompson fights for it. Gets a jump ball. Monroe was arguing her foot was out of bounds, but the ref's going to stick with his call. And it's going to be Mount Horeb ball. Burke drives in, gets around her defender, loses control of the ball though, ends up double dribbling. As familiar sight as Jacobson brings up the ball for the Cheesemakers. Inside to Dyson, and she misses the shot as Vesterman puts up the step back, couldn't get it to go. Anderson gets the rebound, puts it up, but it's going to be underneath the basket as foul on the floor.
That's going to be Ambrose's third. She's going to go take a break here as number 24, Allison Winchill, is going to check in. Also on the other end, Myasia Thompson has 3 fouls. A little bit of foul trouble on each team.
Speaking of Thompson, he misses the shot, but gets the jump ball call. And it's still going to be Monroe's ball. Monroe still applying pressure with his press. They get it out to Dyson, and Jacobson manages to break the press. And she gets it inside to Dyson, gets it over to Conway. Conway hits the mid-range J. Only down 14 now. Over to Parker. Gets it inside of Burke. Over to Thompson. Thompson fakes the three. Gives it to Anderson, who does take the three and misses it. Burke with the rebound and the putback as timeout called by Vikings. 30-second timeout.
We'll keep it here. The Monroe Cheesemakers still have not found a solution around the press here for Mount Horeb. If they want to be able to get back in this game, they got to find a way around it. Because Mount Horeb so far has just been shutting them down, and they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Cheesemakers, hopefully in this discussion, they're trying to figure out a way around it to be able to beat it. But so far Mount Horeb has just controlled them down there.
Yeah, it's bring it back here. Not many changes except Varsity just checked in for Anderson as she's going to go over and take a break. Jacobson gets it in, still applying pressure, but Jacobson gets the ball, is calling for it as Mount Horeb backs off their press. Jacobson stops the dribble early. Miscommunication, manages to get it to Conway. Conway finds Geisen. Geisen finds Wisco finds Jacobson puts up the very highly contested mid-range. Fight for the ball between Wisco and Mount Horeb managed to regain possession. Ball is going to stay here with Mount Horeb. As Vesterman looks to inbound, finds Thompson, and couldn't get the layup to go, but fight for the ball. Jump ball's going to be called. Vesterman gets trying to fight with Jacobson. Still going to stay Cheesemaker's ball, but gets it into Geisen and gets it into Conway. My guess looking for her, and there she is. Jacobson finally gets the ball as Vesterman guarding her closely, and Vesterman looks like she got a hold of the arm of Jacobson. Been a tough task to guard her all night for any Vikings players. Vesterman, when she's in, has been the main one on Jacobson. Ambrose gets it into Geisen, and she puts up a
funky looking jumper there.
Didn't go. Get off the side of the rim. And miscommunication as Vesterman could not get a hold of it, and it's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Cheesemaker ball. Down 16. Hoping to get on a little run to make a push at this game. As Ambrose running with her, gets it to Jacobson. Over to Ambrose. Gets the three to go. She's had a pretty hot hand tonight as well. Her and Jacobson have really been leading this team. Vesterman picked up her dribble. And Coach Tomazar is going to call timeout here. It's going to be a full timeout. We're going to take a break here on Wisco Radio.
Farmers Savings Bank is proud of their community banking tradition. Farmers Savings Bank is committed to providing a high level of customer service and products to enhance the well-being of the communities they serve. Whether it is for a home, farm, land, or business loan, Farmers Savings Bank has money to lend. Be sure to call your local Mount Horeb Farmers Savings Bank today at 437-2265. Farmers Savings Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Want to listen to Wisco on the go? Download our app from your phone's app store.
back here on Wisco Radio. Vikings up 13 as the lead has fallen from at halftime, but still trying to hold on strong as Cheesemakers look to make a push late game. See if they can get something going.
Still 13:29 left here. Still plenty of time for the Cheesemakers to be able to get back in this game.
Thompson on the inbound. Finds Parker. Cross court to Anderson. Gives it to her sister Emma. Over to Parker. Over to Addie Anderson. She drives in. Finds Thompson. Finds Parker. Parker has had the hot hand and couldn't get another three to go. Out to Vesperman. Out to Parker. Wants to reset things. Vesperman with it. Over to Parker. Over to Thompson. Over to Addie Anderson. Over to Parker. And over to Vesperman. Gets the three ball to go. Jacobson brings up the ball. No press this time from the Vikings. She looks to drive in. Put up the one-handed jump shot. That's been a move she has used quite often tonight, and it's worked relatively well. That little one-handed mid-range J. It's gonna go Cheesemaker ball as it off Anderson's leg. Delaney Duckett checks in for Zoe Parker. Grace Vesperman inbound. As Thompson looks as a tip, managed to get the ball over to Duckett, over to Anderson. Tries to drive in. Over to Addie Anderson, tries to go around. Puts up the tough layup, gets it to go. Much needed score. Much needed bucket for the Vikings to, in an attempt to extend their lead, as they've been pretty quiet for a little bit. Timeout's going to be called. 30-second timeout by Monroe. We're gonna keep it here.
So far for Monroe, Salone Ambrose has kind of just dominated. Taylor Jacobson still has yet to make a basket here in the second half, and Ambrose is seeming to take over the second half now for them.
Ambrose in the first half was very consistent. She hit the shots when she was called on, and it was really the Jacobson show, but now Ambrose starting to heat up a little. Just hit a couple of shots the second half.
Correction, Jacobson does have two this half, but Ambrose does still seem to be controlling it here from Monroe as the leading scorer, star player of the second half.
Inbound to Jacobson. Guarded by Vesperman. She gets in. Foul by the Vikings. Johnson checks in for Thompson. As Ambrose looks to get it in. Having trouble finding someone. And a little scrap for the ball. And a jump ball is going to be called. Going to be Mount Horeb's ball. Addie Anderson brings up the floor. Over to Johnson. Vesper with it. Gives it over to Johnson. Gives it to Duckett. Inside to Emma Anderson. Out to Johnson. Inside to Addie Anderson. Out to Johnson. High pass. As Johnson finds Duckett, who takes the three, short, grabs her own rebound, gets it to Emma Anderson, and it's going to be stolen. And a foul is going to be called on Emma Anderson. Maybe out of frustration. As Ambrose finds guys in the corner, elects not to take the three, goes in and gets a nice jumper to go. As Johnson dribbles it up the floor for the Vikings, gives it off to Emma Anderson inside to her sister, and couldn't get the layup to go. Over to Ambrose. And Vesterman gets another jump ball call.
Really good intense defense here by Mount Horeb, and just Grace Vesterman overall. She's had a nice defensive second half.
Yes, it's going to stay Cheesemaker's ball. Geisen gets it, and she gets the easy jumper to go. As they have now cut the lead to 12 points. Taddy Anderson finds her sister, gets it inside, and gets it to go as they extend their lead to 14 on a much-needed bucket. And Jacobson bringing the ball up floor. Not much pressure from Vesterman or anyone really. And gives it to Gaston and gives it to Barthoff. Misses the jumper, but gets the putback to go. As a timeout's going to be called on the floor. Full timeout. We're going to take a break here. Score 47-35 on Wisco Radio.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Wisconsin.
This message presented by the Wisconsin Interscholastic Athletic Association and the Wisconsin Athletic Directors Association.
This is Wisco Radio.
Back here on Wisco Radio, score Vikings 37, Monroe Cheesemakers 35, 9:24 left to go in the second half. As the Cheesemakers have had a little bit of a surge, had their moments really in the second half that have really kept this game within reach for them, led by number 42 Sophie Ambrose, the senior, 5'8" senior, real sharpshooter tonight, as she not only can shoot the ball from distance, but she can also take it into the post and get some tough layups to go as well. As Thompson is going to bring up the ball for the Vikings, gives it over to Parker, surveys, back to Thompson, back to Parker. Tries to get it to Thompson in the corner. Tip though. Now Thompson gets it and she's going to launch it. And in and out as Parker gets the rebound. Over to Anderson. Over to Parker. Gets the three-pointer to go. Her 5th three of the game.
Still showing her dominant shooting here now in the second half too. Now she's going to get a rip away there. Bad pass there by the Cheesemakers. Now it's going to be Mount Horeb ball. Foul on the play there by number 40, Sophie Gilowski.
Thompson brings the ball up the floor. Parker elected not to shoot the three. Over to her. Over to Thompson. Inside to Burke. Vesperman with it. Thompson. Anderson goes inside and likes not to take the short jumper and goes inside and gets a foul called.
Usually the Mount Horeb Vikings never put up this many points, but tonight there's still 8-10 left, and they're just dominating this game.
Yeah, that's for sure. Anderson gets the second free throw to go. Goes two for two at the line as Jacobson brings up the ball and gets trapped, and Vesterman comes up with it. Over to Parker. Thompson with it on the left wing. Parker back with it. Over to Thompson. Likes not to take the three. Drives in. Couldn't get that layup to go. He's had a lot of success driving this game. And looks like it's going to be Cheesemaker ball. Mount Horeb looking like they're going to bring pressure and run the press again. Ella Faggard looks to check in for Thompson, seeing her first minutes of the game. Jacobson gets it to Ambrose. Ambrose running the floor. Goes inside, couldn't get it to go. Conway gets the board. Foul called. I didn't see one. Looked like they were just running for the ball. It's going to stay here as Ambrose looks to inbound. Vikings already with 6 fouls with 7 minutes to go. And it went through the hands of Conway. And turnover by Cheesemakers. Parker looks to bring up the ball. It's to Fager. Seen her first minutes tonight. Anderson gives it to Fager. Elected not to take the three. Anderson with it. Gonna take the jumper. Off. Vesterman gets the rebound and tries to put it up and gets a foul called. Leifried looking to check in. And a timeout is going to be called. Full timeout by Cheesemakers. We're going to take one here. 6:55 left to go. Be back on Wisco Radio.
Hey sports fans, be sure to cheer on your local sports team just like Kittleson Landscape has for over 25 years. Like many of you, Craig and his team have students and athletes in the Mount Horeb schools, and they are dedicated to their success and the overall success of the athletic programs. Need a place to go and unwind after the big game? Kittleson Landscape specializes in outdoor fire pits, patios, and much more. To get your free estimate today, call 608-437-8845. Hope you enjoy the game, brought to you by Kittleson Landscape. Go Vikings!
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Checking back in here on Wisco Radio. Mount Horeb still leading 17, starting to put the game out of reach now. Still a chance for the Cheesemakers to come back with still 7 minutes. A lot longer second half than the first. Already 16 fouls here on Mount Horeb. And yeah, Monroe's about to be in the bonus, and that's might be a big threat to the game.
It could be. Probably gonna have to make a few shots here first to make it a little closer, as they're down 17 right now. Westerman misses the first as Leifried comes in for Burke. Vesterman gets the second to go. Makes 1 of 2 at the line. extends the lead to 18 with 6:55 left to go. And a hold is going to be called on Fager. Gets the first to go, does Ambrose. Misses on the second, and that's going to stay Cheesemaker ball as Anderson could not get the rebound.
Yeah, she's got to get on top of that one. She had her defender box out really well. You got to be able to get on top of that rebound.
As Conway with it. Good defense by Parker. Gives it to John Jacobson, and she gets blocked. Inside to Anderson. Couldn't get the layup to go. Still struggling in the paint as Parker steps outside. Gets the three to go. Extending the lead to 20. Really nice night for Parker. She has 6 threes tonight. Jacobson bringing the ball up. 6:12 left to go. Drives into the paint. Couldn't get it to go. And for the Cheesemakers, things starting to fall apart as they cannot make shots, and their defense isn't really playing too well either. As Fager gives it to Vesperman. Over to Anderson, and she drives in. Little swing pass to Parker, and a foul on Golemski.
Younger sister Anderson's going to check into the game for older sister Anderson. On the other end, number 30, Abigail Matley is checking into the game.
Seen her first action tonight. Live free gives it to Vesperman. Inside the live free. It's tipped, and Anderson able to get it. Miscommunication between Anderson and Fager as the ball's going to be turned over. As Jacobson surveys. Gotta go quick if you want to do anything in this game that looks to be almost over unless you get a big surge. Double dribble on Ambrose as another turnover from the Cheesemakers. Sid Elliott coming back in, seeing her first action this second half.
Yeah, after taking a hard tumble there in the first half late.
Yeah.
Thankfully she's okay.
Fager with it, loses it, and it's gonna be Cheesemaker ball. As Conway takes the jumper and misses off back iron. Gets it out to Ambrose though and misses the three. Murphy gets another offensive rebound. Ambrose with it. Ambrose drives in and couldn't get the layup, and the rebound is grabbed by Livefried. And Parker. And a timeout's gonna be called by Coach Livefried of the Vikings, and a full timeout. We're gonna take one here. Mount Horeb up 20, 4:26 left to go on Wisco Radio.
When the stadium lights go on, you know it's time for Mount Horeb Bonneville football, and that's where you'll find Mark Norman and Associates. As a parent and local business owner, Mark knows the importance of supporting high school athletics, the athletic program, and Mount Horeb Bonneville football. Mark Norman and Associates also knows the importance of buying or selling your property. At First Weber Mount Horeb, Mark Norman and Associates want to help you find the perfect home in the area, whether it be in the town or in the country. For the expertise and the experience you need, call 608-575-3393 or visit them online, marknorman.firstweber.com.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Checking back in here on Wisco Radio, Mount Horeb leads 20. Monroe Cheesemakers, they had their chance. They got it down to 13, but they stopped scoring points, and Mount Horeb started to pull back away. And if they want to stay in this game, they got to start putting good threes, twos. They just got to get anything on the board and just stop on Mount Horeb on defense. The next minute, if they don't get anything going, this game is going to start. It's going to be out of reach here for the Cheesemakers.
As Vesterman inbound. Finds Eddie Anderson. Take defense from Matley. Parker gets another three to go as she has a game-high 21 points.
Shooting absolutely out of her mind here in this whole game.
All of her points coming from the three, I think. Yeah, all of her points coming from three tonight. And she has made 7 threes. As Parker checks out, most likely for the last part of the game, as there's only 4 minutes to go. And timeout. It's going to be a turnover, actually.
5-second call there. Mount Horeb putting too tight a defense now.
Vesterman probably looking to slow things down a little. Leading by 23 with 3:50 left to go. Maybe I'm wrong. It's going to go Cheesemaker ball. I think if you're them up 23 now, you got to slow down and do your best to run out the clock. And stolen. As Vesterman with it now. Johnson misses the three. Elliott with the rebound. And jump ball is going to be called. It's going to stay Viking possession. Douglas checking in. Livebree gets the left-handed hook shot to go. Bardoff brings up the floor. And Douglas gets the three ball to go. Elliott got the three to go. Missed a few earlier, but finally got one to fall from three. Has 2 other points earlier in the first half, 5 on the game. Vesterman steals it. Anderson corrals it and gives it to Johnson.
I would just slow the offense down now. You got a 26-point lead. Definitely game out of reach now for the Monroe Cheesemakers.
And
speaking
Johnson.
of that, Johnson has a really nice spin move there, and she's able to get a jumper to go for 2.
And Vesterman steals it and gets it to Elliott, and a timeout by
Coach
Mount Horeb. I think probably just a sub timeout. Want to get some other players in, and we're gonna take a break here on Wisco Radio.
Are you in need of chiropractic services? Dr. Joe Ryan of Mount Horeb Chiropractic will provide the finest chiropractic care for each and every patient. Dr. Ryan uses advanced spinal correction and chiropractic adjustments utilizing state-of-the-art techniques. Dr. Ryan has years of training, expertise, and experience in helping patients with relief from back pain, neck pain, and other related conditions. Located at 1840 Business Highway 1851 next to Pizza Hut, or call 608-437-0099 to set up an appointment today.
Listen live on your favorite smart speaker. Just ask to play Wisco Radio.
Checking back in here on Wisco Radio. Got a lot of the bench players in now here. No juniors or seniors on the floor anymore. Correction, no seniors on the floor anymore. From Mount Horeb.
And a big substitution, it looks like, here as well for the Cheesemakers as they empty their bench. Both teams do, in fact. As Anderson with it now. And miscommunication. And Matthews checks in with 1:42 left. As Lindsay Losinger as fighting for it is one show, and she gets it. It's gonna stay. Cheesemaker ball. Checking in for the Vikings is Lily Post for Johnson. Fortney checks in as well as both teams empty their bench completely. Foul on the floor. Losinger is going to the line. Frischman with a foul. Losinger gets both to go at the line. Duckett with it, out to post. Johnson over to Matthews, over to post. Allie gets the layup to go. Her first two of the game, as the game has just hit under a minute left to go. Matley gets it out to Fortney. Matley with it over to Losinger. Over to Douglas. Loses the ball. Gonna stay Cheesemaker ball. 35.1 left to go. Losinger goes up for the shot, fouled by Johnson.
I think at this point in the game, they probably just try to hang on the ball and just close it out after this dramatic loss here for the Cheesemakers.
Makes both at the line.
Nice free throw shooting here for her tonight. 4 for 4. Only has a little playing time, but still a good free throw shooting.
Making the most of it.
Yep.
Duckett out to post, over to Matthews. Over to post. Johnson, post. Frischman. Johnson. Post as they look to hold it. And that's going to be the game as the Vikings win easily, 68-42.
And that's going to end it here for us tonight. Mount Horeb closed it out 68-42 as the clock hit 0. Zoe Parker, the leading scorer, with 22, 7 threes for her tonight. What a game for her tonight. On the other end, Ambrose finishes off for the lead here as she closes out the second half for them. And that's going to take us to the end here on Wisco Radio. Checking out is Jack Goodwin and Will Indus.
Wisco Radio, the leader in Wisconsin prep sports.
Did you know that with a bachelor's degree, on average, you can make almost twice as much over a lifetime than a person with just a high school diploma? Yes! According to the U.S. Census Bureau, you can make almost twice as much. Going back to college is now easier than ever. There are select online colleges that provide laptops to their students. In fact, there are thousands of college programs on your laptop.